Cruise ships, giant floating megastructure traveling around the world with thousands of passengers on board, with it facilities such as restaurants, theaters, gym, spa, casino, the list goes on and on. Some even have racing track on board. And with 323 cruise ships currently operating in the world, they're all different and offer different style, comfort level, luxury level in some ways. It always fascinates me how this design process undergoes, and I always wanted to try and create my own. As a cruise enthusiast, I really love how cruise ships undergoes the design process, because once they are built, they will have to be like that for many years. So a lot of thinking really do have to go through behind stage to come up with the finished product that we currently enjoy around the world. So I wanted to create a series where I get the help from seasoned cruisers, cruise influencers, and experts from the field, so I can create this virtual ship where we collect all these ideas together and we can all visit in the virtual world and really get to build this fun way to discuss what the future of cruise ships might be. So this is why I started my Dream Cabin series, where we would go through different designs that we like, love, or hate on current cruise ships, and then we would design by asking our guests questions what they would love to have inside the cabin, if they can have no boundaries or limit on what they can build, what color scheme, what facility. Would they like to have a hot tub on the balcony, maybe like kind of fancy shower that we currently do not have, technology we would love to enjoy, maybe a voice assistant in some way. And the way it's going to work is we're going to have 3 episodes. The first one where we have discussion with our guests and talk about things that we love and hate that currently exist in the market. And second episode where the guest tells me what they would love to have in their own dream cabin. If they can open the door and walk into this dream cabin, what would it look like and what would it have? And third episode would be where we reveal the design back to the guest, and we will all kind of explore together if this design is exactly what they thought they would want, or actually they changed their mind, they no longer want it. Then I will upload this design onto a virtual world where we have virtual cruise ships where everyone can go and visit. So that is the plan. And now, without delay, I would love to introduce my first ever guest. Welcome, Cruise Monkey. Hi guys.
Hello. Well, most people know who you are, but from my side, maybe you want to tell us about how many cruises you've been on or where you're from.
Yeah. Okay, so how many cruises? We're now on our 40th this week. Yes, this will be our 40th. Coming up.
Resilient is going to be our 40th cruise. We've been doing it for, I think, 10 years this year. And we started our YouTube channel probably around 10 years ago as well.
It was, yeah. Just Christmas. Yeah.
Wow.
So we've done what we've done.
Mostly P&O.
Cunard, MSC, Princess,
Caribbean, Celebrity,
Virgin,
and Avalon regular cruise as well.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That was really good.
Yeah, you took a cable car up to the mountain, right? Where you
over the
Avalon.
It was like over what's it, like a wine.
That was really
that was lovely.
Yeah,
really
nice.
nice.
So this series is called My Dream Cabin because I want to basically get some in-depth comments from experts who has been going on a lot of cruises like yourself, and find out what, if it's possible, what would their dream cabins be. And the way I want to go about it is actually get some questions into what you like about current cruise ships cabins and what you don't like about it. And hopefully we can get some discussion out of these points and then get to your dream cabin design, and we will have a 3D model to look at afterward and see if it's actually what you want. Yeah. So without delay again, one thing I want to start talking about first is what is trending at the moment. Out of all the cruise ships that has been launched in years, was there one that you really found interesting, as in very different to what you have been on, say, the last 5 years? Because you say you've been on cruises for 10 years, right? Those first 5 years and the last 5, I noticed, especially after COVID, there was way more ships launching close period. What do you think? What has been trending past few years?
I think we've seen more LED lighting in the room. Rooms like on Virgin, things are becoming a lot more controlled through things like iPads.
We've seen Celebrity Beyond was the windows
we've seen new automatic kind of things, haven't we? All remote and all through, like through technology. The technology is amplifying the experience, definitely. It's bringing something to the new cruise ships anyway, especially compared to things like we've been on ships such as Aurora, who is now 24 years old.
Wow.
Lovely, comfortable ship, but you can see there's a big drastic difference.
Especially when you turn the lights on and they buzz before they kind of come on properly. You know, really
Oh, yeah.
You can hear them going bing, bing, bing. Like, you can hear it in the light footage. That was kind of wow.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Aurora. A lovely room, comfortable, but yeah, it's drastic. It's a world apart from Virgin, say, or Celebrity, isn't it?
But the rooms are also starting to feel a lot more brighter and cleaner design, basically.
Yeah.
Like the older ships, you got a lot of wood and all that kind of, like, I don't know, more traditional.
Yeah, the walnut veneer, those glossy type of covering that most of that era ships has. I think I know. And with the light flickering, like almost you're going into office hour evening when you turn it on, like ding ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that in the bathroom on Aurora, I believe, in the actual going. Yeah.
But they're a lot, I think they're a lot more, I don't want to say basic, that's not what I'm trying to say. They've got a cleaner design, a lot more modern design.
They're using a lot more materials now as well. If you notice that back in the day on the older ships, it was very much the walls are all like a cream metal kind of thing. Now we're seeing things almost like wallpaper. It's not wallpaper, but it's texture. Say Queen Anne, you've got that lovely blue.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot more like the artwork is. They always had artwork, but whereas they used to be like old paintings, now they're Queen Anne. They're more like 3-dimensional, like cards, and they're really layered and stuff.
Think of Iona as well. It's got those round kind of porthole mirrors on the wall to get extra light and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And they're definitely making it a lot more modern feel when you stay in those rooms now.
Definitely, yeah.
But you
feel like you're on a nice hotel, as opposed to a ship.
So you prefer the cleaner, more trendy look where they're following, say, the hotel industry, updating the decor?
I think I do. It's comfortable, definitely, and it does feel. It makes the experience more premium. It has a better quality feel to it, and we're not talking high-end cruise lines here. We're talking P&O and all. It's quite
the mainstream.
So it's nice to see.
Yeah. But you went on Queen Anne recently as well, right? That's supposed to be a traditional line, to my understanding.
Yeah, it's Cunard, but with a modern twist. So the ship, how can I put it? It feels Cunard, I think. The atmosphere and the essence is, but the style it now is different, completely different to the other queens. They've got a whole new approach. It's very modern. Very tastefully done, I think. At first, I thought it may have been too clinical, because a lot of modern ships can feel sometimes a bit sterile, a bit clinical, but this still felt really Cunard, still homely. I felt it was done quite tastefully. I was quite impressed, really.
With the Cunard ones, they do use darker colours in the rooms. So the stateroom did have the darker colours rather than the other ships, which do tend to use bright colours. Yeah. It was a dark colour, but it felt luxurious.
Okay, that's what I want to get to the point. Because
but modern as well.
Yeah, so modern, luxurious. I started an argument with someone on YouTube. People were basically complaining, I don't like the new Queen Anne. They feel like they're making a departure from the traditional cruise line with the previous design, and it's turning into an IKEA on the sea. Well, they have to start moving with the time, especially with budgeting. It's easier to create these new features that they can duplicate. I won't be surprised if there'll be another Queen Anne sister coming along with similar features. Because for P&O, they've done it, right? Iona, and then what's the one after? Avia. And they are quite similar.
Very similar.
Yeah.
And I think you've got Sun and Star, haven't you?
Yeah.
They're going to be similar. And for Cunard, it'll probably be Holland America ones, other similar ones there, aren't they? I think, that's kind of where they come from.
Class. Yeah, they seem to like them.
Yeah. So it makes sense.
There's a big gap, isn't there, between like the likes of, say, Queen Elizabeth was their last newer ship. That was 14 years ago. That's quite a long time to go between launching a ship. Things have changed a lot in that time.
I changed a lot in 14 years. Yeah, because even the population who are going on have different tastes now, I'm sure. There are people ranging from 18 to 30. They also go on cruises and they have different tastes. So I think the cruise lines are basically keeping up with that.
Yeah. And the average age is dropping. Every year it's getting lower and lower.
Yeah.
More families coming on board, younger people, young couples, all that kind of thing.
And the thing is, as well, with cruise ships especially, their cabins are basically time capsules of when that ship was made. It is very difficult to completely change. They can go in and change a carpet, they can change a curtain, they can change the chairs, they can swap the mattress and the bed.
Put some wood effect on
They can do bits and pieces. But if you think of things as, for instance, I'm going to use Royal Aurora again, but she's a prime example.
Yeah.
And I think even a ship like a Zero too, when that bathroom or the shower suite and all of it is pink or like coral, I think they call it. Now, at the time, that was very fashionable. I mean, my nan and granddad had the same colour bathroom as a prime example. Then I also remember early noughties, my dad all going through this phase where everything was like cream. Do you remember that? When we were growing up? And the bathroom on Azura is like a creamy colour, so it fits in with what was going on at the time. But obviously, they can't change that. They can't swap that suite. They
can't get a handyman to go in and start painting it room by room. You have to pull the line out, and then completely revamp, and then they push it back. Right? Is it magnolia cream? Is that the color you?
That's the color.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Very popular. I do feel like
they didn't go for that, what do you call it, where they used to use the paintbrush to make the fake wood. They used to paint it awful. At least they didn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to look back in 10, 15 years at the ships that have come out in the last, say, 5 years and see what we think of them, because we thought they'll have aged.
We'll be going, I don't like this, it's too modern.
Yeah.
We'll be wanting all of our greys, won't we, and our blues, and everything will be a different colour again.
Yeah. We'll get to that later, of what you think will be the best, right? And I would love to see a vision of what is the best cabin for yourself. Okay, well, I think we kind of established what's trending lately, which is like a modern take and keeping up with the luxury hotels that are happening around the world. We have Virgin to thank for that, I guess, because they did kind of push that up, and the approach they took to design really was innovative.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
The other
I
cruise.
think Celebrity didn't say pushing design a bit as well.
Yeah, but I think data really speaks at this point when they see Virgin pushing that, and then a lot of younger cruiser goes in, then all cruise lines are like, okay, we should follow kind of the same trend. The food court and buffet area, etc. Things like that. The next one is the luxury and comfort. We have a trendy side incoming. The aesthetic of the ships are changing, but does that also mean the comfort level has been sacrificed? Comparing the modern stuff with the old stuff, because you said Queen Anne look luxurious, right? And I was happy to hear that, because sometimes I do worry if things are so new, will they lose some quality of what they used to be? What do you think?
I think Queen Anne was really tastefully done. It did feel really premium, and as I said, it's not just colours. There was texture. Like I said, the wall felt like a wallpaper. I'm sure that blue wall and the artwork and all I felt was really nice. The woods and all of it was very tastefully done. And the furniture, like that, the vanity sort of desk here with the big round mirror, it felt like a proper piece of furniture. It felt like it was like it actually felt expensive. To be fair, it was nice.
I don't think they've spared any expense on the furnishings for Queen Anne. One thing I found was the stairs. When you go up the stairs, do you find them quite weak? All the ships are quite solid stairs. Railings. Queen Anne's did feel a bit rickety to me, but most of the furniture itself was pretty solid from what I remember.
Then there's also the opposite side. Now, to be fair, I think Virgin were really onto something with the whole being able to swap the configuration of the room. So at night it's your bed, by day it was supposed to be a social space with a sofa, and I completely respect them for trying. I think that was a really good idea, and that could have worked well. But unfortunately, I do feel that now the bed itself, I can see that going. I can see that becoming a permanent bed in the future. I can see that in refits. We're going to see the bed. We find comfortable enough, but a lot of the feedback we've had on our cabin tour for that is the bed looks uncomfortable. It looks IKEA, as we were saying. It's very I think that was a downside of it. But fair play, respect for shaking it all up and breaking the mold. That it's been really, really good that they've done it. But yeah, I think they will go back to.
It is a basic bed. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They've probably got some decent mattresses.
I mean,
they haven't got a springy bed.
It felt sturdy, but it looks very flimsy. And as you were saying, if you compare, say, a mattress from Queen or Princess to the one we've got on Virgin, they are different. But obviously, the Virgin one was designed to be folded up, packed up, and turned into a couch. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that changing. But
But I think the Virgin have definitely learned as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've got rid of the black soap, for example, in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
That must be a nightmare. The white bathroom with black soap.
Yeah.
That's it. See, it's fun, and you think this is breaking mold. It's going to get people in, and it did, and it does. But the cleaners then like, I can't get this black out all the times. I can't get rid of this black. It's everywhere.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Yeah. Because that was my biggest concern also with the sofa bed changing. It sounds great. Most people would like to just go out and enjoy the ship, right? So if you change it to sofa, it means you stay in the room more. And a poor guy or girl who ever have to keep coming in and changing the bed and making it back again. I wouldn't want to be that person. And then you end up having a dead space where you could have just put like a chair or sofa, all right? Or even just like a unit would be better than the whole thing that was built that no longer needs to be used.
And that's in the way, to be honest, because it is quite a large. Well, I don't know what you would call it. It's not
a bit counter, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's quite large,
Uh-huh.
and it's when you get into bed, you kind of have to be careful you don't hit against that because you've got to get in the lower end of the bed to kind of avoid it.
Yeah. No, I definitely kicked it a few times, and during my cruise, it turned into a folding counter for all my clothes and anything I just can't be bothered to put in a shelf. I just use that counter.
Yeah, it was a dumping ground for us, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's such a big area, you can literally stand on it and be like a dance platform. Well, okay, so yeah, you think that definitely is a case for Virgin this time, where the mattress, because they have to make it flexible, it was no longer as comfortable as it could be. Still very comfortable, but not on the same level like Princess or Cunard, where they have really good mattress.
It was like style over substance. It wasn't unbearable, it wasn't uncomfortable, we were okay. But yeah, it was very much, definitely. Whereas the other cruise lines have gone out and said, this is a bed, it will be a bed, that is it.
And we'll make it the best bed we can make it.
Yeah, you've been on Celebrity, the Apex class, right? Where they have that. Beyond, where they have that balcony, which is also part of your room. Did that feel small to you, or it was fine?
We honestly really liked it. There's a lot of people we talked to. We had the infinite veranda. I loved the petition aspect of it. I thought it was really tastefully done. The only thing, I also loved how it seemed seamless going through the room into the balcony area. Obviously, it was the veranda with the glass came down, but I felt it added a lot more to the room.
It was a lot of light.
It was a lot bigger, a lot more spacious. Really, really liked it. We are team yes for it.
Oh wow!
So that's the only thing we disliked about the infinite veranda. It can be a bit noisy and slow if one of you is asleep. I admit to that. But most of the time we're at the same sort of time. I seldom get up, or he gets up before me and sits there. But also the captain can control that feature.
Oh.
So if there's wind, they can physically lock it, and you can't. It says on the panel, it's been locked by the bridge or whatever. You can't open that, and you've lost your balcony then. You've just got a glorified ocean view, which I kind of feel a bit like you miss then. Yeah. If you had complete control over your balcony at all times, you could open and close that window. I think that, definitely good. I'd be happy. Really, I think it's the way forward, because obviously it's environmental.
We found was they'd close the balconies, or they'd lock them to clean the windows or clean the side of the ship, but it'd be locked all day. So they'd clean your window, and then they'd be further along the ship. And I can't open it. Whereas normal
okay, I didn't know that.
Again, the idea was really, really good.
Yeah,
and I did feel like it was so, because when those folding doors fold right back, it is just so big and open, isn't it?
Yeah, it felt
a little charging box as well.
A charging box is like a
it's a little wooden box, and when you open it, it's got all the different charging,
like a gangway extension inside it.
So it's all kind of organised and tidy.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And they provide all the charging port as well, so you don't have to bring your own USB. Yeah, that's good, because I always have
There's a variety of different sockets in there and USBs and stuff. So that's handy. Yeah, that's one thing you don't find with the older ships. Even some of them, they're still not. They haven't even got USB chargers, let alone USB-Cs and minis and all the other.
That'd be handy for me, because I always end up forgetting the one I bring, and then just leave it there. So it's a good idea.
And then you're saving weight on fly cruises, because you think of all those people who wouldn't have to bring all those plugs. I mean, it might not seem a lot when you've got 2 or 3 in your case, but it's like when you're in a shop. If you pick up a box of them, you've got 48 in a box.
Yeah,
that's quite weighty. And you think, if this thing, that's helping the environment.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I wonder if there is a ship out there that's got wireless charging places.
Oh,
like
wireless
a desk
charging.
On the side, that would be clever because that would make it really clean, wouldn't it? And it'd be easy for the staff to go in, wipe the cloth over it, and it's clean.
Yeah.
That's good.
Every modern phone now has wireless charging anyway.
Yeah.
Phones and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, and you don't have to, nighttime when you maybe had too much fun in the club and I mean, oh my god, where's the cable? Alright, just like put it there and it's fine. I like that. I'll put that down for now. We'll go back to it later. But clearly you want a wireless charger in your cabin.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. We should trademark all these points actually, because if the crews not use it.
Yeah, before this goes out, I think you need to make sure that we've got all this trademark.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then that's kind of the innovation that gone. Well, no, we were talking about comfort and luxury. Forgot that. So, that was fine. But the next one was gonna be was innovative. Well, I guess the infinite veranda was good, and also the charging portal, tidier box in Celerity was great. But some points we took is that execution sometimes bad. The idea is great, but the execution is like the sofa bed, the infinite veranda, balcony locking. I would feel that's kind of missold. I would agree with you, to be honest. Because if you pay for a balcony room for how much more, I wonder if you can get compensation even.
Yeah.
Not my area, but...
I mean, I can understand if it was extreme, like say the ship caught in, like, as we've seen on YouTube videos, where they randomly get caught in a full-on hurricane.
Yeah.
I can understand the bridge saying, sorry people, we're locking your balconies for safety, no one's allowed out on deck. I can understand. We're just talking wind, basically, normal, what we'd say, normal day-to-day wind.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm surprised it hasn't got challenged yet, to be honest, because I know the US side likes to make things fair, and if it's not sold correctly, because it's not really a balcony room anymore. Is a glorified ocean view set.
That's why they call it an infinite veranda.
Yeah, maybe that's
how they get around it, isn't it?
They don't actually say it's about, because they do only have a very minimal amount of actual balconies, don't they now? And then like round circles, what would be a bit like a sheltered kind of balcony.
Some after-facing ones as well.
Okay, because I know a few friends of ours have said they would only ever book those. Again, they wouldn't do infinite veranda. A lot of people we spoke to really don't like them.
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah. I think I haven't been on yet. It's on my bucket list. I think I would like it, because right now the balcony is the least used area for me, and mostly because when you're traveling on cruise, either it's cold or it's hot. So when it's air conditioned and you can still see the view, I feel like that would be a nice thing to do. Otherwise, I might just sit out there for half an hour and come back in. The hammock on Virgin was great, but the only time I really use it is I was on Transatlantic for 14 days, and I think I used it less than 2 hours.
We last year we were on it down the Med. It was amazing. You did.
I will be honest. I did use it. Yeah, but see, another thing as well with the infinite veranda, I feel ships now like Iona, where they have these conservatory suites.
Yes.
I kind of feel like the infinite veranda ties into that really well. It's perfect sort of balance, because you've got that, like we were saying, feels like you're outside, but you're warm. You've got your home, it's like being in a conservatory basically, isn't it? So you've got that. So the infinite veranda for me, that kind of worked, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I also have an idea what you would like on your dream cabin, so we can carry on. In terms of what is executed well, apart from the veranda and the electrical boxes, any other area inside the room that you've seen so far, like the bathroom, some sort of new tech?
The shower on Queen Anne
was
brilliant. It was really light and spacious.
It's a double shower.
It was a double shower. As we were saying, there was no clingy curtains. That was gone. It was a proper screen.
Yeah.
The feel of the room, it was almost like, I won't remember now, bear with me, I think it's an effect, isn't it? The white marble.
I think so, yeah.
Like, that was, it just looked so clean and tidy, and yeah, it was lovely, really bright and eerie.
I do like when you've got like the tiles on the bathroom, not this kind of plasticky kind of flooring and white clean walls. I like it to be.
I don't mind like a splashboard kind of, like, like I like.
You don't want that injection molding plastic look where you find from older ship. It's
like Aurora and all with the codes and all built in and stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And it's molded into one sheet of plastic that you can like kind of feel, right? Oh, I really want to go on Queen Anne.
That's what you definitely should.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I did look into it.
Queen Anne would be a keen one to try. It is their more modern take. So
especially, as you said, to go through things like Virgin, and it's definitely the more modern end of Cunard.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the traditional Cunard. I love it, but I also can appreciate and enjoy, and I've gone to love the newer end of it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Thank you.
You
Well,
don't get the, you know, when you're on Virgin, like, you've got the different light modes and stuff.
Cunard has
I've not seen that on another ship.
Oh.
I want that on another ship.
Yeah. Well, the mood lighting where you can control it completely using the app, I really like that too. Especially when you have a film on, you can just dim everything to the right settings. Yeah, I actually thought they're not unique in that. I thought someone else had already adopted it into their cabin.
Okay.
But no, they haven't then, I guess.
Well, I don't think we've seen it in any other cabins, have we?
Not sure. Yeah, I really can't say too outside as well. Before I forget.
Yeah.
Because Royal Caribbean, obviously, they have the virtual balconies, don't they?
Yes.
To go inside.
Yeah.
I really thought I haven't experienced that. So I've actually been tempted. I mean, I normally try and aim for a balcony, but I think I'd like to book an inside just to have one of those to see what it's like. And I think even if they could be incorporated into the design a lot more, I think, and used for entertainment. Even if it was in a balcony cabin, and they said, okay, well, this cabin's got a balcony, so we'll put the screen on the wall opposite the bed, and you had like a constant webcam or something through it.
Like a bridge cam.
Like a bridge cam, or you could, I mean, I'm not saying you could swap it after you whenever you wanted, but I think that'd be a nice, funky design feature, and it would connect you to the sea, because connecting people to the sea is a big part of cruising. I think cruise lines and ships lost it a little bit, and you start to become very inward facing, trying to distract you from the ocean. But now they've realised that people are saying, no, we want to see the sea, this is why we're here. And now they're incorporating it back into the likes of the Sphere class on the Princess and Iona and Avia. It's all about these glass open, draw your attention outward.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good.
Oh, I agree so much, because I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking that too. Because they keep making these malls on seas, right, where they have different neighborhoods. I never wanted to go on Royal Caribbean because of that reason sometimes, because I don't like crowd that much. It's ironic, because why would you go on a ship with thousands of people where you can't escape when you don't like crowds?
Yeah.
But sometimes the design, especially with MSC, they focus all the people into one area, and it's so hard to get away from all the noises and crowd, all the bars. You know that
the Galleria.
Yeah, the Galleria. When a party's on, it's impossible to walk through it. And then you also have no other areas that you can go to escape. Maybe I haven't found the area, but at least it's not balanced enough. I'm going to go back to Virgin again, because I quite like what they do with the roundabout. A fun story, because people say it's a party ship. And I say, actually, it's designed to be, you can be partying or not, but the party's going to be there anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I actually missed the whole Scarlet Night, because I managed to end up in a restaurant and not even see what's going on at 9 p.m. I didn't know it was my first Virgin, so I missed the whole event. So that proves the point. You can be away from the party, because I literally have no idea what was going on until someone's like, oh my god, where have you been? I was like, I was eating my food in a restaurant. I didn't want to miss the reservation, you know? So you missed Scarlet Night.
Don't do any reservations in Scarlet Night.
Yeah.
Go out and enjoy it.
I do agree with you. The roundabout was very new. I kind of feel that maybe I wish it was slightly more, saying that it's quite inwardy as well, isn't the roundabout? It would be nice if that space was a bit bigger and lighter, I think. But I do like where they went with it.
Yeah, because the alternative, the Sky Princess Atrium, that is 3 levels, is much bigger. It's similar concept, but then again, thank God, it's not on the same level as the Galleria, because that can get congested too sometimes. You won't miss it. I get the point. They want the atmosphere to influence everyone who's walking past, but you don't always want to be influenced. You just want to walk away slowly.
And the thing, when they have parties there, it is rammed full, isn't it? It's not like a busy street, which is what they're trying to achieve. It is actually just, it's like, full on crowd, isn't it? It's going to a festival or something, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about that another time in terms of the overall ships. But okay. I think this is the part now where we can summarize all the points together, and I really want to get a vision of what you think the ultimate dream cabin for you would be. You don't have to worry about if it's realistic or not. You know what would be even better?
if they turn like some projection on the sky and like it turns the ceiling invisible.
I've heard. I've heard that. I've seen the first two, but I